How you doing? Back at it again. Just want to, I don't know, start this out by I'm wearing this shirt today. Intercept cancer. Tomorrow's my dad's birthday. Yeah, passed away from cancer, so go out. Try to find that cure.
Yeah.
All right. What are we going to talk about first?
Let's start with the NFL like we always do.
All right. Where we want to start at? Start off, they got the rankings already out. They got predicted AFC playoff seeds already out. They got Super Bowl predictions already out. Who they think is going to, how many times each team got named and who they're going to play. You know, possible trades that are talking about, retirements. It's a crazy day in the NFL right now. We'll just start off, I guess, the center for the Lions just retired.
That's crazy.
He just played 90 games. He was their first pick in 2018. After 7 years, he's retired. That's
I wonder why. There's got to be a reason.
yeah. I don't. They said that the team said that he talked about it, but there's got to be something else going on. Maybe health. But I wonder how that hurts their offensive line with the running game and protection. Jared Goff, I don't know.
Did they draft a center? In the draft?
I'm not sure. It's crazy, you know, just up and retired. It's like everybody's retiring. While he's looking that up, Falcons are open to trading Kyle Pitts. He had his worst year last year, so I don't know. They got a new quarterback, Michael Penix. He's going to be the starter. I don't know why you would want to trade a guy that you banked on at the tight end position, but maybe for his gameplay. But you also think he had Kirk Cousins thrown to most of the year. I don't know. He said he was playing injured, so I don't know what kind of trade that is. I don't know that'd be a good trade. That's just me. But I think they should give Michael Penix, at least keep some weapons for him. I mean, they have other weapons, like Drake London and Mooney, but Kyle Pitts, that might be a big blow.
They drafted a couple of offensive linemen, no center.
I think Ragnar started off offensive line and he moved to center. So maybe they're seeing they can probably move somebody else.
Yeah, it's possible. Like they always say, next man up. You know what I'm saying?
Next man up.
It's like Derek Carr retiring, like possible couple men up on our fucking Saints. Like, I'm gonna give it to Rattler though.
Spencer Rattler gonna get the start again?
Yeah, I think he will. Just because his
experience
and he earned it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And he's doing training camp. He's looking good right now. Shook looking good too. Some good competition right there. So we shall see.
You got Aaron Rodgers down there, man.
Nah, bro. He already turned that down. He don't want to live in Louisiana, he said. But I don't think he could anyway, you know what I'm saying?
Too much of a hippie.
Yeah, too much of hippies. You want that vegan, bro? We don't have that shit in Louisiana, bro.
Ain't got that food. They're talking about Kirk Cousins getting traded to the Steelers since he's not going to be a starter in Atlanta. So that, if he gets traded to the Steelers, they're not going to need Aaron Rodgers no more. So, but you got to look at who does Mike Tomlin want to run his team. You want Aaron Rodgers?
If I was the Steelers, I would have gave up on Rodgers, man.
Yeah.
He playing my games, bro. Like,
yeah, he's holding out all the time. He's not. Yeah, I don't. Juice ain't worth the squeeze right there.
I think he's waiting for the perfect opportunity, and I don't think that's gonna come.
No.
Not right now, unless some crazy injury happens. You know what I'm saying? But
unless he's trying to get more money.
No, I don't think he's gonna get that either.
No. Or he's trying to wait for the hey, look at me moment when no one's paying attention. You know what I mean? Like he wants to do it, so it's all about him.
Like, that's his whole career, man. It's all been about him.
It's
Even
true.
when Brett Favre was there, you know what I'm saying? Packers. It was all about him.
Yep. What else? We got some Super Bowl predictions. They Chiefs were named 5 times to go back to Super Bowl this year as an opponent. Twice was against the Eagles. Eagles were listed 3 times. Lions were listed 3 times. The Bills were listed 3 times. The Rams and the Ravens twice. And
How many
then
times was the Saints?
0, just like the Raiders. And the Commanders and 49ers got mentioned once. So those are like, and each team was teamed up against each other. It was like Lions versus Chiefs, Chiefs and Eagles, Lions and Bills, Rams and Bills, Eagles and Ravens, Commanders and Chiefs, 49ers and Chiefs. So you never know. That's what they predicted right now. They had percentages on how that likely it is, but that's how many teams got named, how many times it's going to be the most likely Super Bowl matchups.
I could see out of those teams, I could see the Bengals. And I want to see the Lions, bro. I want to see them 2 teams, bro.
That'd be pretty good.
Tigers versus the Lions. Bro.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
I think that'd be a pretty good Super Bowl.
Man, I like the Chiefs as a team, but I'm just getting a little tired of them being in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, you gotta see some new stuff, man.
You need some fresh blood in there.
Definitely. I don't think Bills want it. They always play like they're not good enough.
Yeah.
Ravens, I think it's just too much pressure on the QB. Texans, I could see, making a crazy. But NFC side, it could be anybody, man.
Oh yeah.
It's not like the NFC where it's got one
Dominant
team, you know what I'm saying? So it could be anybody. It could be the Buccaneers, you know what I'm saying?
The Buccaneers are actually projected to go 3rd in playoff rankings, number 3. The Chiefs aren't even the number 1 projected playoff seed out of the AFC. They got the Ravens projected as number 1. Chiefs are number 3. Bills are 2. I got Bengals as
I'm
6.
always put Chiefs above Bills because Bills, for some reason, they just don't play the Chiefs well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if they do, it's usually regular season. I don't know if they even play this year. They should. I'll have to look.
I think it all
But in
depends.
the playoff wise, like, I think KC would take Bills every day.
Especially if you got
9 out of 10.
a home game in Kansas City. Well, I can't really say that because Bills play where it's cold too. But Kansas City Stadium, it's the loudest stadium in the NFL.
Yeah, that's one game stadium I want to go watch. I want it in the cold too, because
Yeah.
I like that experience.
That's that experience.
Yeah.
But they even got the Broncos at 5 and the Patriots at 7 as projected
I don't know,
playoff
man.
spots.
Patriots, I can see making a big run, but Broncos, that's a tough division, man.
That's what I don't. That's what I don't. I don't see that.
You got Chargers, bro,
And the Chiefs.
and the Chiefs.
Don't worry
yeah.
about the Raiders.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Raiders.
They're not gonna do that. We'll see. We'll see. The Raiders are already listed 3rd for projected 2026 top 5 draft picks. Saints is number 2, Browns is number 1,
Saints getting number 1 pick, man.
Titans 4, and Jets 5. So the
It'd
Raiders.
be a miracle if Saints they win more than 3 games. My prediction's 4, but it'd be a miracle if they get more than 3.
I think the Raiders will win maybe about 7. I'm being realistic. I don't know. If they do more than that, I'll be surprised. Geno Smith, new running back. Pete Carroll, new coach. I don't know. We'll see.
Some organizations, all it needs is at one time. Look at the Saints. They
Yep.
showed Peyton and Drew Brees, man. First season, they made it to the NFC Championship game. Lost to the Bears, but Drew Brees lost his contacts in that game. It's so windy out there. And Reggie Bush made that one big play,
Yeah.
pointing at Urlacher like, you can't touch me. And after that, it was a wrap.
Hey, apologies, technical difficulties. The tablet fell down, as you can see. So we got it. We're up and running now again.
Yeah, like I was talking about the NFC Championship back in 2006. It was in Chicago, the Windy City, you know. I think it was halftime. It was close. But then that Chicago D showed out, and just shut the Saints down, you know what I'm saying? They couldn't do nothing. Urlacher was a beast, man. That was like one of my favorite linebackers, man.
The dude is a stud. His son is a safety, I think, in the college right now. I think he just transferred to. I'd have to look it up, but I know he's like the next. There's like this class, the next class coming out. He's got Urlacher's son, Jason Taylor's son, which is Zach Thomas's nephew. Is that, Dolphins linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
They got a bunch. There's these kids coming out in the next couple of classes that are supposed to be really good.
What you got the Raiders predicting?
Oh, they're winning.
Fallout.
They're ranked 24 right now, 24th out of all teams. So they're down at the bottom. I predict them maybe 7 wins. We'll see. Maybe 7. They get to 8, maybe 8-8 or 8-9. I don't know. I don't see them. I don't see them doing a whole lot the first year. I think it's going to take them about a year or half a year to start gelling together. And then once they start gelling together, that's when they'll start rolling and probably hitting them steps. But first year, definitely not making playoffs. And if they do, I'll be shocked.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel with the Saints, man. I'm predicting to go 4-13, but on like what I really want them to go with the schedule they got, they could go 7-10, but I don't see them get more than 5 wins. You know, if they get more than fucking 4, if they get 4, I'll be happy.
So you're predicting that they'll have the number 1 pick in 2026?
Yes, at least top 5 pick.
Top 5?
Yeah, I think there's a couple teams out there that'd be worse than the Saints. They rank 32 right now, and I like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be last. You only could go up from there. You can't drop.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I'm saying? So
can't go down.
it's. I think it's where Kellen Moore want the Saints to be too, because I think he knows what he's doing, man.
He's smart. Like,
He's a good offensive coordinator,
Yep.
and I think a great offensive coordinator. Just won a championship, so I think he's going to be a good head coach,
Yeah.
and might turn into a great head coach, and hopefully
Yeah.
it's with the Saints. You know what I'm saying?
He could be the next
and
Sean
a lot
Payton.
of people told him not to take the job, and I thought he wasn't going to take it either. I thought he was going to make a run back with the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Possibly get another championship, 1, and then 2, get a better team to coach, head coach next season. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm very happy he took the Saints job. I really didn't see it was going to happen, because there was rumors he didn't want it,
Yeah.
but he's here now. So I'm looking forward to not a great season, but it's something to look forward to.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say it's gonna be, we're gonna win 9-8. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go have a winning season, but we'll see, man. Only time will tell, man. Injuries, you know, it's a lot to get through a season, man.
Oh, yeah.
The season didn't even start yet.
You got injuries,
So-
you have holdouts, there are a bunch of things that are going to happen in the season. That people get arrested, you know what I mean?
And the same
You never
squad, they're getting old, man. They just
Yeah, Kamara's getting it. Yep.
Cam, but he's probably gonna be his last year.
Yeah.
He's just collecting that money. That's all he's doing right now.
Yeah.
He's playing decent, but
He's always been
he's-
a good player.
yeah. But he said he ain't gonna stop. So Saints don't want to pay him. He's gonna go play somewhere else. He
Oh, yeah.
already said that, but he wants to end it in Nola. So
Yeah. It's like the Raiders, man. You got new head coach who's got a pedigree, who's won a Super Bowl, but he's also lost a Super Bowl with a pass play on the 1 yard line with probably the best running back in the NFL at the time. He had Marshawn Lynch, which he didn't run it, so he lost that one. And then you bring in Chip Kelly, who
Yeah, I think
wasn't
that was a good pick.
wasn't a
good
good head
pickup,
coach,
yeah.
but a good offensive coordinator
Oh, he's a great offensive
and a
coordinator.
good college coach.
Yeah.
And with the new running back Ashton Genty, and you got a mobile quarterback now with Geno Smith. He's not as mobile as the younger guys, but he's still mobile because he's getting older. And I think he fits the mold with Chip Kelly's kind of offense.
Mm-hmm.
And you pair him with Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers was a stud last year, broke a 61-year record, you know what I mean? Broke Mike Ditka's record. And then you have Jacoby Myers, who isn't a number one because he hasn't had that opportunity to be a number one receiver. But he had 0% drop rate last year. And he was catching the balls from Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell. So you give him a better quarterback to throw him the ball, him and Brock Bowers both went over 1,000 yards last year. So you give them a better quarterback, they're going to get more yards. They're going to get more receptions probably. Bringing another receiver to supplement Jacoby Myers because you got Trey Turner in the slot who's fast. Bringing another receiver, make Jacoby number one or make him the number two. You never know, but I think once that offense starts clicking, they'll be all right. I think where the Raiders need help at is Max Crosby can't do the defense all by himself. Christian Wilkins was injured. He'll be back this year. He's a good run stopper up the middle. Malcolm Kuntz is coming off the injury last year. He's going to play opposite D end from Max Crosby. So they get that 1-2 back, but the secondary is what needs help. I know Jalen Ramsey's out there, but he might be too expensive, and he's also getting older. But the Raiders do need some secondary help. They let Nate Hobbs go.
Yes.
They let Trayvon
I
Morris
was
go.
going to say Jalen Ramsey is the Saints too, but I don't think we could afford him. So
Yeah, that's Florida and age and injuries, you know what I mean? But hopefully Raiders have a decent season.
I'm
Something to
surprised
build off.
he didn't find a team yet.
Yeah, they're still open to trading him. They haven't said it's done yet. He is still on the trade block. That's what McDaniel said.
Who you think got winning your division?
But I hate to say it, but the Chiefs gonna win the division again. I don't want that to happen, but that's gonna happen.
Yeah, you hate to say it. I hate to say it too. I think Atlanta's gonna win the division this year.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think Tampa Bay. I think they getting old, man, and I think they just barely winning these division championships. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna get over their head this year. I think Atlanta. Then after that, I think Carolina's gonna be the number 2, then
Wow.
Tampa, and then the Saints.
Atlanta's not even projected to make the playoffs for the NFC. You had the Bucks number 3, Commanders number 6.
Yeah, I don't. The only way the Bucks gonna be number 3 if injuries from Atlanta, Carolina. A lot of same players on that Bucks team that's old.
Yeah.
They're only getting older, man. And that's why I feel about the Saints, man. We need some young Bucks in there, and hopefully, young guys we drafted could hopefully take over these old Bucks this year coming. You know what I'm saying? Or some of these old players retire soon. And I hate to say it. I was probably 18, 19. I was hoping Drew would retire. So we could get,
Yeah.
draft a good quarterback,
Younger guy.
but he just kept holding on. It hurt us in a way because of the cap, but his play did not hurt us to the last year
Oh, no.
when he hurt his wrist, got some rib
Yeah,
injuries,
he
and
always could ball.
he just couldn't throw fucking 40 yards,
Yeah.
and Tampa Bay showed that in the playoff game. They played everybody up, Jamie Winston came in there, threw a touchdown, but it's Drew Brees, man. You can't take him out the game,
No, you can't. No.
And if Sean Payton would have took him out the game, we probably would have won that game. But I think Sean Payton rode, that was his ride or die, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, Drew Brees is one of the players that you just let him do his thing.
yeah.
You don't argue with the man. You just let him Let him do his job. He might struggle, but you never know. He's going to bounce back, you know. Drew Brees is that kind of player.
And I know a lot of people, I compared Kellen Moore with the new quarterback, whoever it is, against Sean Payton and Drew Brees back in 06. But Drew Brees wasn't Drew Brees in 06.
No.
He was barely thrown for 3,000 yards with the Chargers. So y'all can't tell me he was a MVP caliber. He never won an MVP, but he darn near should have a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
But he was nowhere near the caliber quarterback he was in San Diego Chargers at the time to when he became a Saint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that comparison is almost equal. You got to see how it turns out, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I got the Chargers ranked number 9 in the top 10 rankings. Of course, Eagles number 1, followed by the Chiefs, Ravens, Lions, Bills. They got the Bengals at 7, the Rams at 10, and the Packers at 8, Commanders at 6. But then you look at the list of projected playoff seeds. The Bucks ain't in the top 10, but they're projected to be the number 3 seed in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And Vikings aren't in the top 10, and they're predicted to be the number 7 seed.
That's because the NFC South's trash, man.
Yeah. You
Like
can
I
go
said,
8 and you can go 8 and 9 or
the
whatever.
Buccaneers are. That's why I don't know. I don't see Buccaneers being number 3. There's no way. They'd be 4 tops if they make the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't see how Broncos are gonna be number 5. I don't think. Or the Patriots be number 7. You got Drake May. He hasn't really proven himself. Bo Nix had a decent year last
I
year.
don't see the Vikings making playoffs this year, man. I don't.
They got J.J. McCarthy. He's coming off a
but
season-ending injury, going to be the new
this
starting
dude
quarterback.
hasn't played one down in the
Yep.
NFL, so
That's true.
you can't put your money on that, bro. That's why I don't know why they just keep what's his name?
Kid Kirk Cousins?
No.
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
Yep, Sam Darnold.
I think what he did, yeah, he didn't play that great in playoffs, but he took that team to the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, the whole regular season he was balling out.
So
Now he's
I
been on the
don't see the
49ers.
Vikings making the playoffs, man. I think they're going to have a down year.
Maybe the Broncos has it down here. Maybe Bo Nix's second year is not as great as his first year, you know what I mean?
Bo Nix might be Bo Nix.
Yeah. Could be Bo Nix. Sorry, when we were talking about the draft, when we did our last one for the draft, and we were talking about Shedeur Sanders, it reminded me of the movie Draft Day, with the quarterback Bo Callahan. And then they asked how many people went to his birthday party, why he slid that far, you know what I mean? That just reminded me of that. Like, do you know what he did with the $100 bill? He didn't know there was a $100 bill in the book, because you can get that far. That movie made me think about why Shedeur slid so far, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it was his dad, man. That's a lot of people didn't want that package, you know?
Yeah.
Not saying it was a package. I'm just saying, like, everybody knows how Dion is with his kids. You know, kids before football. And and something happens. He's starting this week, not starting next week. Dion's gonna publicly made. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna let it known.
Why isn't he starting? What's
Yep.
going on? He's the best quarterback yet. Still,
I think he will be the starter this year, though. Personally,
I think so.
With the Browns.
I think he might not be a starter right on day one. I think they're going to go with Joe Flacco and the experience, because Deshaun Watson's probably not going to be healthy. If Deshaun Watson's healthy, they'll go with Deshaun Watson.
He's gotta play if he's healthy. 300 mil. Bro.
Yeah, wasting money on that dude. If Deshaun Watson's healthy, he'll start. But I think as soon as he messes up, either Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders are going to have right on the back burner ready to go. Maybe not Dylan Gabriel because he's shorter. Yeah, you know, he's not as tall as Shedeur, so they might go with Shedeur Sanders more because he can see over the offensive line. It'll be easy for him. So I think Shedeur will end the season for the Browns as the starting quarterback, more than likely.
And that's why I think the Browns messed up by not getting Hunter
Yes, I agree.
with that pick, man.
The trading.
And like I told you before, I was like, I'm pretty sure Sanders wasn't on their board to pick. They got to the round where it's like
somebody
we
made
need-
a call
yeah.
somewhere and was like, "Hey, you better pick this guy. Pick my son." Or
they just came to realization like, hey, we need some competition in this locker room, man. You know, Flacco.
Sean Watson, Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah.
They don't have their record of
And
quarterbacks.
I was kind of upset with the Saints too, but not drafting. I think Derek Carr would have known. The Saints would have known Derek Carr was retiring. I think they probably would have drafted Sanders even after Shook. You know what I'm saying? I think they would have did the Browns picking 2 quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
I'm
think
pretty
so, too.
sure they would have.
Yeah,
It might not have been Sanders, but they would have grabbed another quarterback.
If they knew Derek Carr was going to retire
Yeah.
at that time, yeah. And not wait.
Yep.
Because now he pretty much left them with no choice, you know what I mean?
Yep. Cause then who was that quarterback I said it?
Jackson Dart?
No,
He went to New York?
the quarterback Saints picked up after the draft.
Oh, God, what was his name? Started with an H, didn't it?
Shit. Hold on.
Heckner,
Dinkers?
Dinkelschmitz? Dingleberries?
That's what I think.
Whatever that name is.
Oh, shit.
I know he has a big old head.
I know people saying like, you should know this shit.
I don't even know. Yeah, because you
So
said he was...
undrafted.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It's hard to know undrafted
Yeah.
players.
It's college heat. Hunter Deckers.
Hunter Dickers.
Dickers, yeah. Sound like a fucking kicker or
Yeah,
something.
Dicker the kicker?
Yeah.
Hunter Deckers.
From Iowa Western Community.
That's not even a main school. That's like a community college.
Let's check out his stats. No available stats.
No stats available, huh?
You know,
What about his bio? Where's he from?
Iowa,
Hawarden.
Warden. Yeah.
6'3", 225. That's a big boy for a quarterback.
I know he's athletic too, so I think that was the main reason why they picked him up. He might be the new young Taysom Hill, I think. You know, he's labeled as the 4th right now. But I think they might drop Hayner. I don't see why the fuck we would keep that dude.
Jack Hayner.
Yeah, I don't see why we would keep him. That Saints drafted his ass.
They
See
drafted-
something in him.
They must have seen something. They drafted him.
What else?
What's next on the agenda?
Anything else for
Oh,
you
yeah.
want to talk about?
Stephen A. Smith brought this up. They're talking about Timberwolves should go after Kevin Durant. I don't know. And Anthony Edwards needs somebody else to help him out. I mean,
Yeah, but I think Kevin Durant's a little.
Randall helps him, but they need another.
Durant's not his prime no more,
No.
man. He's.
And Durant only goes to teams to chase rings, man. He's not going to be a leader, so
Well, that's.
that's why he went to the Warriors.
Yeah.
He's never been a leader.
Well, the Warriors called him
Did they really need him though?
to beat LeBron, yes.
I don't know.
Bro, I'll tell you, they had an interview about the Warriors about that, and that when they lost that game, that finals, that's when they called Kevin Durant to get him over there.
I don't know if they really needed him to beat
I think they did because
LeBron, because I don't know.
Cleveland was only going to get better.
Yeah,
And if the Warriors if they didn't get better, I don't see them beating them again.
but
you
how
know,
much?
LeBron, every year he want his team to be better and better every year.
Sure, yeah. I agree with you, man.
And LeBron's not the GOAT either. It's Jordan. I don't give a fuck.
Jordan and then Kobe and then LeBron.
Yeah, I put Kobe top 5.
Just because he's got the stats doesn't mean, yeah, he's got stats because he's played more games. They didn't have that many games when Jordan played, you know? Jordan played with the flu. Jordan, I don't know. That's just me. When you see a grown man
I just don't like the fucking flopping and the complaining, you know what I'm saying?
flopping or a
Kobe
grown man,
played with broken fingers. tape that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Let's
He
get
shot
back on
free
the
throws
court.
with
You
a
know?
ruptured Achilles.
Like, get the fuck out of
He
here.
limped
man.
back on and shot the free throws.
Motherfucker doesn't even get touched. He fucking crying.
There's a grown ass man that's jumping up and down throwing a timber.
I'm glad his son doesn't play like that. He don't play that much, but I'm glad he don't play like that.
Yeah,
That's one thing he didn't learn from his dad.
I'm sure we'll have a lot of LeBron supporters hating on our.
Yeah, I'm a LeBron fan.
Send us your comments.
I got his jersey, man, but
Send
it
us
gets to
your
the
LeBron
point you only
comments.
could take it so much. Him doing all that crazy answer, like I can't deal with that shit, man.
Yeah.
Every fucking game.
Yeah, no, I agree.
No, he's a great player, but I don't see him
No, he is a great player.
like
Yes.
take all that shit out.
Yep.
He probably could. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He should have won more with Miami. They should have won 4 straight. Like,
We had Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh.
yeah.
Yeah, that team.
Fucking Ray Allen. Like, they had a squad, bro.
That was just a random team that he went to.
They got beat by who? San Antonio
Yeah, but San Antonio was a beast back then.
and
Tim
fucking,
Duncan, man, come on.
Yeah, that game against the fucking Dallas Mavericks. I think that game was rigged, man. Cause
Think so?
you had Jason Terry, the Jet.
Yep.
He had the fucking championship on his shoulder before the fucking, or his arm. I forget where he tattooed that bitch at before the game started. Game 1.
That's bold right there. Hey, you never know. Mariners are retiring Randy Johnson's jersey today, so no one in Mariners could wear number 51 after today.
Nice.
That's pretty dope. The big unit. Played for the Giants for 1 year, so it was kind of dope watching. All right, what do you got for this weekend? Your predictions for this weekend? The transition to UFC.
UFC.
Yeah.
I got O'Malley.
Okay.
I mean, I've always been an O'Malley fan. You know what I'm saying? He's second to my John Jones. Anytime they fighting, I'm watching the fight no matter what.
Fuck John Jones.
It's alright. You know what I'm saying? Every great has haters. You know what I'm saying?
Not even that. Oh, all right.
Hey, you can't say he's not that great when the other coming greats want to fight him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but all right.
I think his second fight's Kayla Harrison. I like her because she's coming up. She used to fight in the PFL.
Yep.
And before that, she was on Impractical Jokers. That was the first time I saw her. She was
I didn't know that.
Murr. She lost a season the show that night, and he had to go. And they was at like some kind of like meet and greet type thing, and he had to pretty much disrespect her so she could whip his ass. You know what I'm saying? She threw him through a table and all that.
Oh, damn.
And she fucking big ass muscles and shit. I'm like, this girl should fight. Like, who's doing all that muscle and she ain't fighting? Like, she gotta be doing something.
Yeah.
So I finally looked her up, and that's when I saw it. Like, she was fighting in the PFL. A couple years later, UFC. I think her loss was against, I think it was a PFL in the championship.
Yep. It was. Yeah.
But that was the only loss, and she's a beast, bro. She's big as fuck, though.
Yeah. She's got some big ass arms.
Yeah, that's why I'm picking her. Who's after that?
You got Kevin Holland is fighting Vicente Luco,
Oh yeah, I got Callan Holland.
and then Joe Pfeiffer.
I got
Pfeiffer
Joe
is fighting
Pfeiffer, yeah.
Kelvin Gastelum, and Patchy Mix is fighting Mario Batista.
I got Mario Batista. That's who I got.
And then 2 others that look interesting to me is Joshua Venn and Ariana Da Silva.
Okay.
So I'll go. I got Marab by submission because I think he out wrestled Sean O'Malley last time. And I think he's gonna out wrestle him again.
Yeah, Sean O'Malley's coming off that L too, so it's,
Don't get me wrong. Sean O'Malley is a good fighter.
yeah.
He's got hands, but he has decent ground game. But I don't think it's up to Marab's ground game. but Marab can also throw in there and bang with you too. So I think if Marab takes him down, he's going to submit him. I have Marab winning by submission because I just think that Marab's gas tank and his conditioning is a lot more prepared for 5 rounds. Sean O'Malley hasn't gone a lot of 5 rounds because he knocks people out, you know what I mean? So I just think he's going to wear him down. If he takes him down, he's just going to wear on him and lay on top of him and give him some ground and pound, and it's going to eat the gas tank of Sean O'Malley. That's the way I look at it. Juliana Pena, I think it's either going to go to distance or she's going to choke her out. I think she's going to make Kayla Harrison tap because she's got a real good ground game, but, you know, they both got power. I think Juliana Pena's got that. She's going to be a little bit more fresh. I got Kevin Holland by KO or TKO. I think that's going to happen. I think we're kind of close to the rest. I got Joe Pyfer by KO. I do have Patchy Mix coming with a submission. If you watch his tapes in Bellator, that dude was a stud in Bellator. He championed, he mopped the floor with all their top talent in their lightweight division. He is his first time coming into the UFC, so that might be a little bit on edge for him. But he's a great submission artist. He's a magician, so I have him winning by submission.
Is that the one? Is he fighting Batista, right?
Yep, he's fighting Mario Batista.
So yeah, because Batista was supposed to be fighting somebody else.
Yep, and Patchy Mix stepped up.
Stepped up, yeah.
And
it's very slim. You see someone step up to win the fight.
But he's one of the biggest MMA free agents right out there. They thought he was. They've been waiting for him to come to the UFC. Just like the last pay-per-view, they had Patricio Pitbull. Mm-hmm. He didn't win, but he was another big name. That's supposed to go far once they come to the UFC. And then a couple mentions, I have Joshua Van by KO. And then Ariane De Silva, I have her by KO.
Yeah, I want to watch that fight.
She's on the prelims, but she's a beast.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a good fight. So those are my predictions for the 316 this weekend.
I love watching the females fight. They're more
hungry.
They're hungry and they're more like, I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying, about my face. Like, it's weird as fuck. Like,
remember what's her name? Joanna had that big old like mega mind. Remember her head was all. Yeah.
That shit was crazy, man.
Yep. Yeah, so those are my predictions for UFC.
Yeah, just about 50-50, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Got a couple different ones. You got the top 2 different, Patchy Mix different, the rest in the middle are the same.
It's supposed to be a good card, man.
Oh yeah. I hope it's a good card. This last one, man, I was looking forward to Macy Barber. She had a seizure right before she came out.
Crazy.
She's been having a lot of medical issues. She was hospitalized for 12 days.
It's time to stop fighting, man. Like, you don't want to get in that ring and something bad happen and you can't tap out of something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because you in the middle of a seizure or something like that.
And you get put to sleep and they don't let go because they don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Or you start seizing up and the arm breaks or something. Yeah, you don't want that.
Ref eventually stop it, but
not right away because they
you know
don't
what I'm saying. Like,
they're waiting to see some life. You know what I mean?
They gotta do this.
Movement. Yeah.
That thing starts.
Yeah, I was really disappointed when that fight got canceled. I was looking forward to that fight. Macy Barber fighting out of Sacramento before with Team Alpha Male. Uriah Faber. I've watched her start in the UFC and then work her way up. She's nicknamed the Future for a reason, but it was pretty, medical and your health is more important than fighting.
100%. It's not like UFC's paying these females
top dollar. Yeah. They don't get paid the same as the males do.
Hell no.
That not happening.
Even the top female fighters not getting paid like not even close to the middle UFC fighter, probably. I could be wrong. I don't know. That's just how I think.
Yeah, we could be wrong.
Not saying they don't deserve it. They definitely do. Some of them do deserve more pay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Entertainment. They in the right sport too. You know what I'm saying?
The stuff that they do. Crazy thing is, speaking of top female fighters, did you hear who is making a comeback to take back her belt?
Who?
Amanda Nunes.
Oh.
Amanda Nunes is gonna, I think, whoever wins out of this Juliana Pena fight, Amanda Nunes is gonna be promoting. They already said it that she is She is next on the docket. She is going to be coming out of retirement to fight. So
And that's another reason why I'm 100% Harrison's going to win. Because they've been trying to get them to the fight.
Juliana Pena beat Manny Nunez.
I know, that's
For the
like,
belt.
nobody wants to see that again.
True. Yeah, that's true. Maybe some new
Yeah.
fresh blood. Yeah, that's true. All right, what we got next? Baseball?
We're going to talk about the championship.
Oh, basketball championship.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I got the Pacers, man. I don't
You got
know.
the Pacers?
I think Halliburton, man, is gonna ball out. That
He's
dude.
definitely on a mission.
That dude is a
And-
young stud, and I know OKC has the MVP, but I think Halliburton is hungry because he has something to prove. He's like, yep, OKC's got the MVP. You know, Shai Alexander don't have to prove anything. He's won the MVP of basketball. He's the best basketball player in basketball right now. So, yeah, to top it off, win a championship, that's even better. But I think Halliburton's like, okay, well, I have something to prove, and I'm going to go out there and I'm going to show out. But yeah, I think I got the Pacers. I got the Pacers in 6.
Pacers in 6.
Yeah, Pacers in 6.
Shit, I don't think I saved it. I got OKC. And I would say 5. If it don't go to 5, I think it's gonna go to 7. But I'm still taking OKC.
OKC in 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think OKC's the younger squad. I think they got more time off. And I think they're gonna pull it off, man. I don't think it's gonna be a great series, but I think OKC's gonna take it in 5. But like you said, it could go both ways easily. It could turn the table quick.
Oh yeah.
I thought I saved it. But I was looking for.
So we're just gonna read off. So Halliburton, I wish he would have stayed on the Kings, man, because he would have been good. So his career numbers versus OKC, which include the Kings, he has 210 minutes, or he averages 35.1 minutes, and this is every year from 2021 to 2025 that they played OKC. He averages 14.3 points, 4.2 rebounds, 8.5 assists, 1.2 steals, 1 block. So not too shabby.
No, they both two great teams.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And both deserving to be there. I was really thinking Knicks would take that series, but they just came out like, nah, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with the Knicks.
Maybe another year. And that was what? This is their first time in the championship since 2000 for the Pacers. And OKC since 2012. So Pacers probably got more to. Their fans definitely got more
Yeah, more
to
right on
gain.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
So just a little. Here's some numbers. So Alexander's been in the league 7 seasons. Halliburton 5. Neither one have championships. Alexander's been in the playoffs 4 times. Halliburton's only been in 2. Let's go down to here some numbers. Points per game. Alexander has scored 24.4 points per game. Halliburton 17.5. Halliburton 3.7 rebounds per game. Alexander 4.8. Halliburton has more assists, 8.8 to 5.1. They're about even on steals and they're about even on blocks.
But yeah, you're looking at player versus player, man. You gotta look at the bench. That's where it's gonna come down to, bro. And OKC got the bench, man.
Think so?
Yeah. I think they got the starting 5. I think they just play better as a team. You know, if Halliburton, if he ain't scoring, he's got an off game, bro. It's gonna be tough for them to win.
True.
Because the Knicks is like that, man. They got a couple of people. If they don't score, it's tough for the Knicks to take that dub. But there's a couple of players on the Knicks that could, you know what I'm saying, step up.
Yeah.
But sometimes they don't, and that's when they definitely lose.
So OKC took both games in the regular season against the Pacers this year.
What was the score? It was close.
Let's see. It didn't say. It said that they took both games.
I think it's gonna be a good series, man. Like, it's gonna be close games. I don't think you're gonna see too many blowouts, and if you do see blowouts, it's gonna be like after that day off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The back-to-back games gonna be close, but after that day off, I think what, a day or two off?
Mm-hmm. It was like a day or two.
I know the NBA players just complaining about the timing of the games. They like during the regular playoffs games, they should get 2 days off instead of just one.
Yep.
But
So
my rebundo about that, like in the regular seasons, it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many games they play? Like 100?
Basketball?
Yeah.
86.
86 games.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
So NBA.com agrees with you. They have the Thunder in 5. So that's what they're predicted. Thunder in 5. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
it's gonna be a good series, man.
I think so. I think it'll be a good series.
I'm just glad it's not the Lakers,
Yep.
and I'm glad it's not. Sorry to say, the Celtics. Those two franchises got the most championships since the league opened.
Yep. I think they said it's the first time, I can't remember in how many years, that it hasn't been a California or a Texas team in the championship.
Yeah, the Warriors fucking been to the championship, what? Fucking like 5 or 6 times out of 10
Yep.
years? It's crazy.
First time OKC's been in the championship since they were Seattle Supersonics. Because that year that they were going to go, they lost to the Warriors.
No, they went in 2012, but they lost.
Oh,
OKC.
as a Thunder?
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember? They lost to LeBron.
Oh, that's right. Yep, that was LeBron. Yeah.
Why do you think KD wanted to go to the Warriors so he could beat LeBron?
Yeah, that's right.
What else? Baseball?
Yeah, baseball. What we got?
Shit, man. Whew. Baseball's tough, man.
Yeah, it's
I
tough
love
right now.
baseball, but I don't follow as much as he do, you know. And I'm a Padres fan, been since I moved here in 2001. Not like a die-hard fan. I got it tatted on me, but it's not like me and the Saints, you know what I'm saying? Saints, I'm a die-hard fan. I love going to Padre games, any baseball game. I love going to baseball games,
Yep.
watching. But I'm super happy Padres are fucking making noise early this year. You know, they had some slip-ups a couple of weeks out of the season when he lost like 7 in a row, 6 in a row. But with that being said, they're number 2 in the division. Dodgers always fucking number 1 for some reason. Giants is always there too, and they're right behind. I think they're 1 game behind the Padres. Same winning record, just 2 games, lost 2 more games, so 1 game pretty much. And Diamondbacks, they had a solid start, but they've been falling. They lost 2 out of the last 8, or the last 10, sorry. And then Rockies is just the worst team in the NBA, baseball, Major League Baseball. So, what you thoughts?
I'm a huge Giants fan, so it was, they started off hot, but they're in a division where three other teams start off hot, and the Diamondbacks start off hot. And it's like when the Giants win, Dodgers and Padres win. When Giants lose, Padres and Dodgers lose, so there's no ground gained at all. Now tonight's going to be interesting because the Padres are traveling to San Francisco, so that's going to be fun to watch. Giants get to play at home, you know what I mean, against the Padres, against a rival.
Try to win the series.
They won that series we went to. It was only a 2-game series here in San Diego, but they took both 2 games, and yeah, I don't know if the Giants have the #1 bullpen in Major League Baseball right now. Best ERA, least hits allowed, most strikeouts, but they can't get no run support. Their starters will go 7 innings, strike out 8, strike out 9, give up 1 run. And the Giants don't score any runs at all, and they lose 1-0. So like teams like the Marlins, teams like, teams that you don't think they should be losing to because of the caliber that they have. Like they got Willie Adames, Matt Chapman, and they haven't really broke out. Like you have Wilmer Flores, who was leading the majors in RBIs for like 2 weeks, and it's like, where'd that come from? They have Lamont Wade, who's struggling as a first baseman. Giants just have not found that cohesiveness glue to keep pushing forward. And they're in one of the toughest divisions, I think, in baseball.
And I think it's tougher to get that going early season, like the Padres always do. At the end of the season, they always push strong. So I think it's going to be Giants, Padres, Dodgers at the end of the season. I think Giants will be number
Giants
1.
over the Padres,
I do. It's going to be close.
Yeah.
All 3 is going to be close.
Okay.
I think all 3 is going to make the playoffs. So
I think that'll be the first time in a long time.
I personally think all 3 is going to make the playoffs.
I like your predictions. I agree with you. Giants will be number 1 in the West.
Like that's my realistic pitch, man. Fandom pick is going to be Padres.
Padres
Gonna be
number 1. That's what you want.
Yeah.
I got you.
But pitching is everything in baseball, man.
Yes.
I'm telling you. If you don't have pitching, you ain't winning games.
Nope. Yeah, pitching is everything. Dodgers lost yesterday after they blew out the Yankees 18 or
Yeah, it was crazy,
whatever.
man.
So you never.
That's how baseball is, though, man.
Yep.
You could beat a team like, what was it? Who did it? Did the Padres beat Marlins? Who the fuck they played? It was like
they
20.
played the Angels, and the Angels scored like 6 runs in the top of the 9th.
No, I'm saying Padres was beating a team fucking 20 to nothing.
Yeah. Was that the Rockies?
Was it? No, it wasn't the Rockies because that's divisional. But and then the next game they lose. Like how you score 20-something points, and then you can't fucking score nothing really next game like that? It's all pitching, bro. I'm telling you. And on paper, Padres got a good fucking pitching lineup. Just injuries hurting us this year. Well, hurting them. I'm just a fan, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they beat the Cincinnati Reds. 20, yeah. 21 runs.
It's crazy. And I think they won last night, but the night before, they only had 2 hits.
Yep.
That's unheard of for the Padres, man. Them boys got bats.
Yeah, they got hitters. They got Xander Bogaerts.
And the pitching was good. They only had 5 hits, but the other team scored 2 runs.
Yep.
The pitching was good. It's just, that's how it is sometimes.
Yeah, Machado hit a home run last night when I was at the game. I was secretly going for the Pirates.
But every time he goes to the game, Padres win. So I'm going to start buying tickets and we're going to go.
That is true. Both Giants games I went to, the Giants lost. That's when Jason Hayward made that diving, sliding catch right there on the left of the line.
That shit was nice.
Trash.
Where's the All-Star game at for baseball this year?
Let's look. I have no idea.
I can't wait for it to come back to San Diego, man. Or LA.
Yeah, that'll be dope.
I'm going to definitely go to that. since I'm retired now. I got time.
You do got time.
You too?
It's gonna be held in Atlanta by the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah, I definitely ain't going to that motherfucking city. Only way I go to that city if it's a playoff Atlanta versus Saints game. That's it.
You despise Atlanta that much, huh?
Man, there's so much stories I heard, videos I seen. That's one city I don't think I want to go to, man. I'd rather go to Memphis. I'd rather go to
Memphis would be nice.
what's that? Missouri.
Oh yeah, Kansas City Stadium.
Mhm. Chicago would be nice too, man. I'm definitely trying to go to that Miami game this year.
They're building a new stadium for the Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
They're moving it.
Yeah, all these new stadiums gonna get a Super Bowl. I don't
Yeah.
care if they like New York, they got a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? That's a fucking what's it? New York, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raiders got a Super Bowl last year. Well, not the Raiders, but Las Vegas, the stadium.
Well, yeah, it's a dome though. I'm talking about these open stadiums in the cold weather.
yeah. They
You know,
need to
New
get-
York got one.
Yep. They need to do it. Stop hating on the outdoor stadiums.
Who gives a fuck, man?
Yep. Wear a jacket.
In football play, they make millions, bro.
Millions. Millions.
I don't understand that. Like, they want to make it neutral, yes, but at the same time, bro, like,
Yeah.
if you got to go in the playoffs to play Buffalo and win, like, you can go to a Super Bowl in the open snow
And
or
win.
rain,
Yep.
sleet, or whatever. As long as there's no lightning, and the game keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's one thing. And I could see teams that rain a lot, like Seattle. Even Seattle got an open dome. And that's like one of the most raining seasons in the U.S.
Yep.
And it's like one of the best stadiums I've been to. Like,
Yes.
not like stadium itself, but the fans, or the number one fans, like next to the Saints, I think they might be above the Saints fans, man. But the best stadium I've been to, Raiders Stadium, man. That was by far the best stadium I've been to. I've been to the one in LA too. SoFi. It's nowhere. I think it's probably like my. And I'm biased too. I love the New Orleans Superdome. I love the fucking. But
That's a legend, yeah.
I think I'll put LA one. Not LA, fucking sorry.
Vegas.
Vegas one. I think LA Rams, but
Yeah, you're good.
Rams 3, Saints number 2. Stadiums I've been to. And I've been to Arizona. I've been to San Fran's, the old one, not the new one.
New one's pretty nice.
But all new stadiums should be nice. Seattle, obviously. What's the other one?
Charger Stadium.
Chargers, yeah, but
They share.
That's
They
one
share
of
with the Rams.
no, I'm talking about when San Diego was here though. Chargers. That's one of the worst stadiums I've ever been to.
Wait, Qualcomm?
Yeah.
Yeah, that stadium's.
I wonder why the NFL wanted to move that motherfucker.
That stadium's trash.
I remember I used to go to the games when the Padres used to play in that thing, man.
Just like the Raiders Stadium, old one. Trash.
I think that was the last baseball, football.
Oakland.
Oakland, that was the last stadium that they played together at the same season.
Oakland Coliseum. I remember I went to a Raider game. It was supposed to start at 5. It was a Monday night game. But I got pushed to 8 because the A's made the playoffs that year and they weren't expecting that. So the A's had to use the field prior to the Raider game, and then they had to shift everything around to make it a football stadium. Nuts. It's crazy how they do it, but yeah, they were the last team to do it. But that stadium was a piece of shit. And we've been talking for almost an hour now already. Sheesh.
Time's flying when you're chilling, man.
Yep.
Having fun. beat standing fucking 5-hour watch.
You ain't lying.
Oh shit.
You want to be good because we got an hour in?
Yeah.
All right.
Gucci.
We're going to close it up. Till the next time.
Deuce.